Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I watched How to Train Your Dragon. Alright, so How to Train Your Dragon has been out in pre-screenings for around a week already, but I went on a little vacation, so I did not have time to watch it, which means that I only had to wait I had to wait a week. It was insane. How am I going to survive going to America and having to wait 3 to 4 weeks to watch movies? I mean, I can't do that. But I heard everyone raving about this one. And of course, it's a live action remake, and we are all skeptical and scared of live action remakes. We obviously had Snow White and Lilo and Stitch this year, which was the worst, and it was pretty good. But it was also just not where live action should be. But when I heard that this movie was going to be great, my hypes got high up again. There was only one thing that I needed for this movie, and that was them nailing the test flight sequence, because Jesus Christ, if they fuck up that one, I would have rioted, and this one would have been a straight half star because I would hate this movie whatsoever. But I can definitely say that I am extremely happy with this one. I do think it is indeed one of the best, maybe even the best live action remakes that there is out there. This one is incredible. It's great from start to finish. It builds up everything from the animated movie, and it makes it better in some capacity because you have more time to breathe. The first one, the original one, is kind of fast-paced, which is good, which is what this one also is, because, well, it's fast-paced. It goes on fast. You don't have to be on your phone. You don't have to look at your watch to get, okay, how far are we? No, it really, it moves really nice, which is good. The flow is awesome. The thing that surprises me the most about this one is that it's 30 minutes longer than the original one. And you can't see why. Where is the added stuff? Like, it feels like a one-to-one copy of that animated movie, and you can see some sequences being added, but not enough to have 30 minutes of an extension to it. And that is like, it could be the main problem of the movie, but it's also like its biggest achievement. Like, you didn't really feel the added stuff. It all felt really organic, and it all felt really good. What I meant with the problem with this movie is basically it's a one-out-of-one copy. They definitely and obviously say a lot of the things the same way as they were in the original, and a lot of things is just blatantly one copied one-to-one. It's just literally a live action filter over it. And I can see some people complaining about it, like, okay, if it's a one-to-one copy, why even remake it? But on the other hand, it's also where a problem is with a lot of these live-action remakes. Like, when mostly Disney changes a lot to these movies, people are complaining that it's not the same thing. Now we have something that's exactly the same thing, and people are still complaining. Interesting thoughts. Interesting skeptical thing that I just saw. Interesting things going on in the world right now. But I have to say that I think they absolutely nailed everything. Mostly on the casting, like recasting Garrett Butler and putting him that role again of Stoic DeVos, but now in a live action performance, it really felt like coming home. It felt like something nostalgic. Of course, Astrid has changed a little bit due to how she looks in the original movie and how she looks now. But I do think the way they incorporate her story and they incorporate her difference in appearance, I do think it felt really organic, and I do think it felt really good. And Nico Parker absolutely nailed everything that she did in the role. She nailed everything. Snotlout, rough nut, tough nut, everyone just fitted in perfectly. Nick Frost as Gobber, he is the one that had the most difficulties for me, because I do think in the beginning he was kind of weird and kind of wacky, and I didn't really enjoy it. But he really grew on me near the middle of the movie, and I absolutely adored him near the end, so he really grew on me. But of course, I have been going around the two major characters of this, which is Toothless, of course. I think Toothless looks absolutely astonishing and absolutely amazing, and I do think he translates pretty fucking well to live action. There is a clear difference to it though, as all of the dragons look insanely realistic, look like they could be straight out of a real world. Toothless still has an animated feel, and I kind of feel like he got the Sonic vibe and the Sonic movement, where the redesign of Sonic the Hedgehog also feels like kind of animated, but it fits in perfectly. I do think that's the case with this one as well. The difference with it is also in the animated movie. Like, he is the least dragon looking out of everyone. Like, everyone in the original looked kind of dragon-like, and he doesn't. He really does look like the most original character out of it. It's still the same thing in here, and it translates really well to live action. And yes, of course, it's the exact same thing, and it looks exactly the same, and they don't change anything on that. But why change anything that is perfect already? Just nail everything else. And they absolutely did. And I think the thing what this movie stands out the most in is Mason Thames as Hiccup. When he got cast, I was like, okay, we'll see where it goes. The kid from the black phone. Okay, we'll see what happens. But I have to say, I absolutely think Mason Thames is like the perfect embodiment of Hiccup. He nailed the role from start to finish. He did everything just perfect, with every single detail and every single frown upon his face and every single thought of him being portrayed through his face and everything else perfectly. I think he is the best live action transformation and live action translation we have ever gotten in any live action remake movie. I do think Mason Thames nailed the role incredibly. And I do think this movie nails what a live action remake should be, what live action remake should become, and what live action remake should have been all the time. I do think How to Train Your Dragon is an astounding, incredible thing. Is it better than the original? In some capacity, yes. I do think this one is a little bit superior to the original. But also no, because of the original and nostalgic feel that the original had, and this one doesn't really add anything upon that story. So if it doesn't really add anything, is it really better then, if you know what I mean? I do think I'm going to give this one, I was thinking 4.5 stars, but I am very close to giving it a 5 stars, so let's just say fuck it. This one gets 5 stars and the heart. I absolutely loved How to Train Your Dragon. What did you think of it? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.